morning, Cardinal Nation. This is Collan McCoy.
And Cori Fitch.
And we want to thank you for tuning in to the first edition of Sheldon Clark's news show, Schs Today.
Let's get this thing started with our news anchors, Danesha, Goble, and Adkins, and head on over to the news desk.
Thank you, Cori and Colin. This year there have been many changes that could be considered monumental. Starting off with our best news, the test scores from last year. Sheldon Clark got the highest increase across the board since 2002, beating Prestonsburg, Belfry, Johnson Central, Shelby Valley, Lawrence County, and South Floyd. A big congratulations goes out to this year's seniors and juniors. As for the rest of school, you've got big shoes to fill. Keep it up, try your best, and continue to increase.
Now to the changes. Let's start with the biggest and most talked about Red Zone. Red Zone is a class for student intervention in subjects such as reading, math, science, as well as student enrichment for those who have reached benchmark on MAP testing. Another big change to this school year is end-of-course testing. It was developed by ACT for Algebra 2, Biology, English 10, and U.S. History, and will account for 20% of the final. Next, we have Aaron with the story on Red Zone.
Aaron here with the blockbuster change into the school year, Red Zone. Red Zone is an intervention class designed to help students improve in their skills in math, reading, and science. How was the idea of Red Zone created?
The idea of Red Zone came from the response to intervention concept. Response to intervention is a program where we look at students' math scores and their reading scores to see what individual skills they need to help them succeed. We use the MAP test to go through and target those kids. For example, if students are scoring in the 200s in reading, we're looking at probably a middle school reading level, and we try to find different skills to help them in that level. With the math, if you have a different RIT score for geometry, maybe you're needing help with, particularly with area of figures. So the RTI concept is a national trend, but it's a very good concept in that it targets kids specifically with what they need. And instead of calling it RTI, we call it Red Zone to go along with the cardinal theme of, with our school colors being red. So so far it seems like our Red Zone is working out pretty good. We still have some things we need to fix, but so far so good. So we're really pleased with the Red Zone.
Do you think Red Zone is helping students improve in this 30 minutes of focus time?
I definitely think that Red Zone is important, and I believe that it is helping our students. I know in the reading Red Zone classes that I have been a part of, several of our kids have actually went up their MAP scores in reading, and on the ACT and reading, students that were involved with that. So I definitely think that it's working. I know that it's helping. I see it in my own classroom, kids that I had in Red Zone. Those students are improving with their reading and language scores for MAP. So it is definitely helping.
In what aspect has Red Zone helped you improve in?
Red Zone has helped me in many aspects of my Algebra 2 class, as in getting the work that I need done, and it helps me figure out some of the problems that I'm having trouble with.
I think Red Zone will have a great impact on all students.
Let's hear about band and choir concert.
Each week we'll be bringing you all the breaking news, most exciting events, and coolest activities happening here at SCHS.
On SCHS Today's Weather Watch, find out if you should be wearing a turtleneck or a t-shirt with our weather specialists JC Kirk and Courtney Cline.
And who can forget about our weekly sports update with Sheldon Clark's own Sean Lawson and Brandon Morrison.
I have a feeling this is going to be a great year, Colin. A newsletter, a TV show, and of course you get to see me every week. Oh, and of course Colin's going to be here with me.
I think we have some exciting news from our on-site reporter, Brian Shepard.
Hey, my name is Brian Shepard. I'm part of Miss Hanson's journalism class. Every week we do a bird's eye view, which informs you everything that's going on here at Sheldon Clark. We work very hard on our stories. We want to know what you think about the bird's eye view. What do you think about the bird's eye view?
I love the bird's eye view. I lay awake at night thinking about the bird's eye view, as a matter of fact.
What do you think about the bird's eye view, Courtney?
Well, I'm also part of the journalism class, and I know we work very hard to get the bird's eye view done, and I'm always impressed with the stories that my classmates write. And I think it's a great thing for Sheldon Clark.
I love the bird's eye view.
I love the bird's eye view.
The bird's eye view is awesome.
I give the bird's eye view 2 thumbs up.
There you have it, folks. Everybody loves the bird's eye view.
We love the bird's eye view.
Thanks, Brianna.
This year, I have seen a lot of new faces at SCHS. I'm not talking about freshmen. Let's head on over to Katie Fields with our new teacher segment.
Sheldon Clark High School is now home to 8 new teachers, Miss Natalie Akers and Miss Kelly Van Hoos, both in the English department, Mr. Susan Norman, Mr. Jeff Norman, and Miss Kelly Ratliff, all in special needs, Mrs. Courtney Butcher and Miss Casey Jackson teaching math, and Sergeant John Runyon with JROTC. We would like to take this opportunity to welcome these teachers and thank them for their wonderful work here so far, and say that we hope they enjoy their time from here on out. Now back to Cori and Collan.
Thanks, Katie.
We introduced a new idea here at Sheldon Clark with the help of Mr. Copley, Kendra Davis, and Katie McCoy. They've introduced intramural sports to the school.
To learn more about those intramural sports, we're turning you over to Alisha Kirk.
Thanks, guys. So this year we're trying something new here at SCHS. It's called intramural sports. This is a great way for kids to feel like they're a part of something if they don't have the time to join after-school sports or activities. Intramurals are coordinated by Mr. Gene Copley and student assistants Katie McCoy and Kendra Davis. They spend the last 20 minutes of every lunch helping put together these activities. The first intramural that was held was badminton, followed by volleyball, and then cornhole. Badminton champions were doubles Colby Markham and Brandon Carter, boys singles David Spalding, and girls singles Courtney Moore. Volleyball champions were Sean Airwood, Colby Markham, Michael Gillespie, Brandon Carter, and Joey Workman. Cornhole champions were Chase Parsley and Cody Howe. The sport we are currently conducting is ping pong. The results won't be until after Christmas. We all received a Columbia blue t-shirt with red writing. The front says intramural champions and the back features our new school motto, "Be ready, it's the cardinal rule." And that's all with SCHS intramurals.
Thanks for that wonderful insight, Alisha.
As you may already know, the winter sports season is already in full swing.
Welcome to SHS Today with Brandon and Jarrett, and today we have Micah Davis.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So Micah, tell me, how has it been being an SH cheerleader for 2011, 2012?
Well, cheerleading this year has been absolutely awesome. I love being able to be on the floor every game and cheering on the Cardinals.
Okay. Can you tell me the members of your juniors and seniors?
We have Miranda Maggard, she's a junior, and Brittany Robinette and Rhiannon Butcher, they're seniors.
And also yourself.
Yeah, and me.
So, Micah, can you tell me about any of the upcoming events that the cheerleaders might be hosting?
Well, the end of January, we're going to go to K-Boss, and hopefully we will win first place. And then we will continue on to state. And also, we will go on to state to cheer on our Cardinals and keep our K-Pep award.
All right. Well, it's good having you today on the show.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for watching this portion of SHS Today with Brandon and Jarrett. Have a nice day.
This week's news for wrestling. The Sheldon Clark wrestling team will be traveling to Johnson Central for a 2-day tournament at Johnson Central High School. This past week, the team just went 4-4 at St. Albans. The team has high hopes for this week's tournament. Here's Coach Josh Muncie to tell us how he thinks the team will do this upcoming weekend.
This weekend, I think we'll do very well at Johnson Central. We've had a great week of practice. We've had a lot of our veteran guys up on the mats wrestling with us. We had state champion Josh Stepp. We had state champion Ryan Kelly both up this week working with our guys, trying to get a little extra practice time in. So I think the practice will pay off and we'll do very well this weekend.
Hello, I'm Austin.
And I'm Cody.
For SCHS Today, we found out this was the Fastlane Tip-Off Classic.
The SCHS boys varsity basketball team senior BJ Moore led in scoring for the Cardinals. He was followed by Justin Johnson. BJ also killed the buzzer-winning shot to lead the Cardinals to a victory score of 56-55.
For the SCHS girls, junior Kayla Newsom led in scoring with 32 points, followed by Candace Porter, 10 rebounds, and 10 points.
Also at halftime of the Louisville Trinity versus Bullitt East, SCHS junior Tyler Mills won the opportunity to try for a $5,000 shot, but sadly he missed. Can't wait for next year's Fastlane Classic. Can you, Austin?
No, it's always a treat every year.
As always, we appreciate all that Fastlane does for Sheldon Clark.
In case you didn't know, you're watching the stars of the best sports talk show in the region, the Coach Kevin Spurlock Show.
Each week, tune in to iHigh.com to watch me, Cori, along with Coach Spurlock recap last week's basketball action.
Who knows? Maybe one day you'll be interviewed by one of us or one of our not-so-famous journalism classmates.
For the Cardinal Chatter segment. You can see the show every week on iHigh.com/Sheldon Clark Cardinal.
Now on to JC Kirk and Courtney Cline for the fun forecast.
Oh, Merry Christmas.
Courtney and JC couldn't make it, so it's me, Mrs. Claus.
And me, Santa Claus, here with your weekend's forecast and your winter break. You would want a white Christmas this year.
I know I would.
I bet you would too. Football fights.
I do. Now we're going to go visit our students from Sheldon Clark High School. Hopefully they've been very good this year.
Let's go. Hey there, little boy. What would you like for Christmas?
I want a white Christmas.
And that's exactly what you're gonna get. Hey there, little girl. What would you like for Christmas?
I want a white Christmas.
Boy, you're in luck, because that's exactly what you're gonna get. Santa can shoot ball too.
Folks, that's it for this episode of SCHS Today.
Tune in next time to see what's going around your school.
Thanks for watching. This is Colin McCoy.
And Corey Fitch.
Fly high, Cardinal Nation.